Lightbringer launch detected.
Tagus, you copy? What have you got me into this time?
Hail, hero! I am Uther the Lightbringer, and you have been chosen by the Nexus.
Nexus. So this is some kind of Protoss thing.
What? No, it's... Look. The Nexus is a cosmic storm where worlds collide from across time, space, and even dimension. You have been summoned here to be tested in the forge of combat and to achieve great glory.
Glory, huh? You know, you had me at hail.
This Stormgate will bring us to Raven Court, one of the many realms of the Nexus. Right-click to move there.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode 1 in our brand new Let's Play series here in the utterly fantastic and amazing and incredible new Blizzard game that is currently in the technical alpha named Heroes of the Storm. That's right, if you've dabbled a little bit in League of Legends, you don't know what Dota is, maybe you've had a go at Heroes of Newerth and it's not your cup of tea because it's not one of your favorite universes, aka Blizzard, then oh boy is this game for you. That's right, as you saw during the intro, this is a MOBA. Well, it's not what they call it, but it is a MOBA-esque game. But of course, the big difference here is that we're dealing with Blizzard characters. And it's not just from World of Warcraft, it's not just from Starcraft, it is from all of their properties, all mashed up into one game. It's all good. In fact, right now, we are... This is Jimmy, that's right. We are Jim Raynor from Starcraft, and of course over here we've got Uther the Lightbringer from World of Warcraft. Hello Uther, how are you? I'm right-clicking, by the way, just like in any other MOBA to move around. This here is something that I've been looking forward to showing you guys for a very, very long time. You know I love League of Legends, but I'm hopeless at it. You know that I'm terrible at Dota, and Heroes of Newerth is something that just makes my brain explode. I am, of course, a massive Blizzard fan. This game here is a dream come true for me. I'm quite surprised too that a lot of folk don't actually realize that Blizzard have a MOBA in the works, and it is this. This is Heroes of the Storm. And in fact, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about it, you can go to the link down in the description below this video, and that's a direct link to the Heroes of the Storm website where you can learn all about the very basics of the game, what it's about, all the characters, and what they're trying to achieve. Meanwhile, we're here now, and you can see that I've got myself an objective. That's because we're basically in the tutorial. So you've seen the opening cinematic, and by the way, how epic and awesome was that? If you are a Blizzard fan, you're going to have a lore nerdgasm over that, and I suggest you go back, rewind the video, and watch it again. There are so many cameos in there, so many cool moments, and of course they exist all throughout this game as well. Now before we go any further...
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, it does sound like a plan, but let me remind you that I am not a MOBA expert, and I dare say that if you're watching this video, neither are you. So I'm not interested in people saying, "Oh, Sambo, you suck at MOBAs. Oh, you suck." I don't care. Yes, I suck. That's why I don't play League of Legends. It's why I don't play Dota, and it's why I no longer play Heroes of Newerth either, because quite frankly, I don't enjoy them. Community is horrible, and it's not a style of game that I particularly like. However, the particular mix that Blizzard have spun on the genre has brought me back. I absolutely adore this game, and I thought we'd start from scratch here, and who better to give us a rundown of what this game is all about in terms of MOBAs, what the game is all about in terms of the unique Blizzard spin, than Blizzard themselves. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy as you join me in this, our tutorial through Heroes of the Storm, guided by Blizzard. So let's have a look at what we're looking at here. Of course, we've got me. I am currently Jim Raynor.
This is Jimmy.
This is indeed Jimmy. And by the way, just like all of the other MOBAs out there, you can have different characters. And all of these different heroes, if you like, have different abilities, different roles, etc. And they are from all walks of the Blizzard universe. So if you...
This should be good.
This should be good. If you like Diablo, you're covered. If you like World of Warcraft, you're covered. If you like Warcraft, you're covered. If you like Starcraft, you name it, we've got characters from all around the Blizzard world in this game, and it is super, super fun. Now down here are my main objectives, and just like all Blizzard games, the UI in this game is absolutely incredible. It is so easy to pick up, and of course tough to master, just like Hearthstone. So it's that type of game. You can learn it very, very quickly, and by the end of this video you'll know how to play. But then of course the longer you play, the deeper your strategies get, and the more you understand your unique characters. Down the bottom left here is my character indeed, and you can see I can hover over him and it tells me that is my health. I have 1000 out of 1000 health, and that is my health pool. Down here is my mana pool, and obviously right now I've got 500 out of 500. I haven't used any abilities. Obviously mana is used for abilities. Here this is a little skull, and you can see it says there takedowns since the last death. Don't worry about that right now, we'll learn all about it. I can click on things with the left button. That doesn't do anything right now, it doesn't make me move, but as you can see up the top here, right click,
You can count on me.
and that moves me just like in any other MOBA. If I right click on Uther, he does nothing at this point. Now you've got lots and lots of options. In fact, if we go into the options here, you can see just like any other Blizzard game, there are tons of different ways to set this up depending on your computer. So you've got all of the different graphical settings, and it tells you exactly what they do if you change them right there. I'm lucky enough to be able to have mine on Ultra, and just like any other Blizzard game, you can play it in windowed, you can play it in full screen, or you can play it in a borderless full screen mode, which is great for streaming, of course. And this is a very stream friendly game. I run vertical sync as well because I don't like screen tearing. All the sound options are there, just like any other Blizzard game, where you can have it in the background or not, enable the reverb. We put it in headphone mode. Plus you got all your usual social stuff. So in other words, this is a Battle.net game, so all of your BNet stuff is working here, and you can decide whether or not you want those toasts to pop up while you're playing. In the gameplay, we've got things like colorblind mode, good on your Blizz. We've got things like whether or not you want your life bars to show always or only when you're damaged. I choose to have them only when they're damaged, although right now they're showing, and that could be because we're in the tutorial. You've got replays, by the way. You can save all your replays. You can adjust the game speed just like you can in Starcraft as well. There's a whole raft of things, and of course you've got all of the usual control options, like being able to disable the Windows key, which actually I need to put on there, all your different mouse sensitivity settings, reducing mouse lag, whether or not you have the automatic confined mouse cursor, which in any RTS or MOBA game is really, really handy as well, and whether or not you've got mouse scrolling, all that sort of cool stuff. So that is all there. Whoops. We go disable the Windows key, we definitely want that. So yep, have a play around on that. Of course there's tons there, but what we're interested in now is going through the tutorial. So let's let Blizzard guide us through, and hopefully by the end of this you'll have a better understanding of exactly what Heroes of the Storm is and what a MOBA is, and whether or not this is for you. Let's get going. So the first thing I need to do is move to the Storm Gate.
This should be good.
That's right, let's do it.
An enemy minion already? We just got here! Press the A key, then left-click it to attack.
Now before I go any further, I apologise if the sound levels aren't quite right, and as we move throughout the series we will fix that up. So hopefully you can still hear me and still hear the game sound. The game sound to me is probably more important than my rambling. So here we go, press A, then left click the skeleton to attack. So you can see here A, there we go, and it changes the cursor here to a little green cross, or if we hover over someone you can see it changes it to red. Let's left click.
Keep pressing forward. You can see the minions ahead using your mini-map.
Right, so you can see obviously they're going to bring elements of the game online as we progress through the tutorial. One of the things to note though is that when I did the attack move there, he automatically keeps attacking. I don't have to keep clicking on the enemy to attack. So here we go down the bottom, you can see we've got a mini-map now, and that is in line with our main objectives here. Kill more skeletons. We've got 0 out of 9 killed. And you can see if I hover over these down here in the mini-map on the bottom right, it actually says they're skeletons, and we can see ourselves. There's Uther, and there is me. This here is a team ping down the bottom. Team ping G, or G and hold the left mouse button. Clicking the ping button will allow you to left click and place a ping on the map that your team will see. You can also press G and then hold the left mouse button for additional ping options. And it does say that this works both in the game world and on the mini map. And it says here you can retreat quick ping by pressing the V key. So let's try this, shall we? Let's do what it says. G or G and hold. So G, and there we go. Click that. Either way, it's either G is the shortcut. You can see it changes that cursor there. And of course that is the same sound that is in the World of Warcraft.
This should be good. One in the chip.
Now another thing I'm doing here is I can right click on these minions and that will shoot, or I can A and left click. So it's up to you. See, he's running away there.
Did some kind of glowy orb just bust out of that thing?
A regeneration globe. Move to it and it will regenerate health and mana for both you and nearby allies.
So this is an important part of this game that is completely different to a lot of the other MOBAs. Of course,
it's all good.
That is these regeneration orbs, and as Uther said, we need those to heal up. There we go, easy as that. So it's kind of like Diablo 3, you know, the health orbs that drop off monsters in that game. Very, very similar. Now I hope you're paying attention here and that you can notice that there are all sorts of crazy details in the game world here. And in fact, to me, it looks like the Diablo 3 engine. Don't quote me on that, but it looks just as good. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Once again though, you can right click on an enemy to shoot them, or you can A left click. Now if I A and left click, that's like doing...
This should be good.
This should be good. That's like doing an attack move in Starcraft, just in case you were wondering. So let's test that. So we've got some skeletons coming up. I'm going to attack...
You can press the A key and left click the ground to move towards a location and attack enemies you encounter along the way.
Well, there we go. So in fact, I was a little bit ahead of Uther. Sorry about that, Uther. That's exactly what I was saying. So let's A and then left click down there, and that'll take me there and allow me to start auto attacking.
All day long. You plan on lending a hand here, Uther?
I've already completed my tutorial, lad. You've got to do your own. Besides, I think you can handle a few minions.
There we go. Now, I don't know if you noticed that, but you can roll in and out just like StarCraft 2. I'm just rolling my mouse wheel. And once again, if you don't want that, that is in the... Where is it? I think it's in the graphics or the controls. There we go. Enable mouse wheel zoom. Allows the camera to zoom in or out of the map while using the mouse wheel. You can turn that off if you don't like it rolling in accidentally if you roll the mouse wheel.
You can count on me.
So I'm going to use these attack moves because I think it's a much better way of doing it. I'm going to attack move over there. Of course, that means I'll attack anything in the way. I can retreat at any time.
That's something special for you.
And just right click, and I'm avoiding being hit here, as you can see, just at the last minute. Right clicking on them again. And there we go, we're done.
To man up.
9 out of 9.
Nicely done. Looks like we've made it to town.
You want to clue me in on what's going on here?
This realm is known as Raven Court, and it appears to be under siege by the demon lord Diablo.
Diablo?
You dare stand against the Lord of Terror? I wonder, how taste your fear, mortal?
I wouldn't know. I'm not even sure you can actually taste fear.
You will be devoured.
Well, he doesn't make the best first impression, does he? Think I better teach him some manners.
If you're going to take on Diablo, you'll need to make the most of your abilities. First, try out your penetrating round against Diablo's undead soldiers. Press the Q key, then aim your targeting arrow over the skeletons. Once you're ready, left-click to fire.
So there we go, our objectives have updated. We've now got to kill 50 skeletons, but guys, can you believe it? I hope you're having lorgasms in the background there. That's right, we've got Diablo, we've got Starcraft, all in the same game. It's crossing over universes here, and I don't know if you've noticed, but the voices are the genuine article as well. This is AAA stuff here, as we come to expect from Blizzard, but of course, being Blizzard makes it a whole bunch easier to learn, to understand, than any other brand of game, if you ask me. Now, just like other games, we've got our abilities, and just like other games, they're mapped to Q, W, E, R, etc, etc. So you can see my Q here is called Penetrating Round. It's a skill shot, and you can see on the tooltip, it takes 60 mana. Easy. Now, by the way, this is me moving my mouse around the edges of the screen, if you're wondering why that moved. If I do this and just leave my mouse there and do not touch it, you'll notice that what happens after time is it will eventually, there we go, wander back all by itself and center me in the screen, so I can never get lost. Little touches like that make this game fantastic. And of course, it's what we've come to expect from the House of Blizz. So down here, if we hover over this, a penetrating round, 60 mana, I've got 500. You can see it's a cooldown as well. It's got 6 seconds before I can refire it. If I hover over it, you can see there that it actually shows me the direction. So you can see the green arrow appears up here where I'm wriggling my mouse if I hover over the Q. You can also see exactly what it does in the tooltip there. And you can see that it deals 107 damage and knocks enemies back. Now I'm just wondering, if I go into the options here, do I have an option to have health numbers up the top? Show unit life bars always. I wonder if that makes a difference, if always actually shows. No, it doesn't show the numbers. I'm just going to go back in there and make that damaged, although it's not quite working at the moment. Let me see, would it be under graphics? I don't think so. Controls, you'd think it'd be under gameplay. So maybe we can't actually show the physical amount of hit points on there. Maybe if I click on it, no, nothing. So unless I'm mistaken, it's not going to show us that. But of course, we've got the bar above their head. So again, all I need to do is press Q, and then you can see as I move my mouse around, it's actually showing me the direction of this particular thing, which is called a penetrating round. So it's very, very easy to use. Now I want it to go through all of these guys, so I am now going to aim in that general direction. You can see it turn green when it's probably in the optimal place, and I'm going to left click.
That's it! Using your abilities will deal more damage than your basic weapon attacks.
And Uther is 100% correct. So we've got our basic auto attack, or we can use these abilities, which though you do have to manage because it uses your mana, and of course they're all on a cooldown. Well, let's head on me. So again, I can hit Q.
Nice shot, lad.
Special for you.
And then pick up my regen globe. So I hope you guys are getting the very basic principle of this. Whoopsie, remember, I do not want to do that.
You can use penetrating round to kill groups of minions all at once. Right-clicking cancels an ability. Use left-click to cast penetrating round on the enemy.
There we go. So let's get closer. Right-click
to cast penetrating round on the enemy.
And now left-click.
I suggest you try it sometime.
There's too many skeletons ahead. We've got to retreat.
Well, this ain't good. These boys are losing the will to fight.
Your Inspire ability emboldens both your allies and yourself. You must inspire these footmen and continue the fight.
Use W to use the Inspire ability. So once again, here we go. This is 50, costs 50 mana. It's got a 15-second cooldown, so it's a lot longer than the skill shot here of Penetrating Round, which has a 10-second cooldown. This here is a ability which gains 15% bonus attack speed and attack damage for 12 seconds, and nearby allies gain half of the bonus. So it's like this AoE buff, if you like. So what we're going to want to do is use the W ability here, or hit W on the key, inspire our guys, and then we want to get closer here and start using my skill shot and my auto attack, and these guys will help me as well. So here we go, W, and we're away.
Take on the world! Charge!
Don't get cocky, kid. Something special for you.
Your Inspire ability increases the attack speed of both you and nearby allies. Use it whenever you can. Right-clicking cancels an ability. Use left-click to cast Penetrating Round on the enemy.
So what I was trying to do there is, and I keep getting my left click and right click the wrong way around. So let's try this again. If I hit Q and then right click, it cancels it. Q and
Right-clicking
left click.
cancels an ability.
Thank you, Uther.
Use left-click to cast Penetrating Round on the enemy.
And I was trying to get up the top there so I could do a nice penetrating round down that line of minions that were there. Now what I want to do is use W. There we go, inspire all these guys. And away we go. I'm going to try and get up the top here. And Q all the way down the line. There we go. Very nice.
Your newfound bravery will not save you. Your petty lives end here.
Our footmen are engaging Diablo up ahead. Unlock your camera and take a look.
So you can see here, press C to unlock the camera. I can only move a certain amount. So if I hit C, camera unlocked.
That's it. Now scroll the map and let's see what Diablo is up to.
There we go. And I was just using the edge.
Hellfire!
He's injured. Now's your time to strike.
So there we are. Press spacebar to return the camera to your hero. And the reason for that is if I
If you
right click,
prefer, you can return to a locked camera by pressing the C key once more.
so I am currently unlocked, and you can see that by moving my character around, the camera does not move with me. And some people like playing that. If I hit C, there, you can see that it is now chasing me. So think C, camera, chase. If I hit it again, it removes that, unlock, and it actually tells you on the screen. So nice and easy. Now let's get this Q figured out one more time. Q and right click cancels, Q and left click
Right-clicking
uses
cancels
it.
an ability. Use left-click to cast Penetrating Round on the enemy.
This realm and all the misbegotten souls within it are mine.
Now what I'm
Not
gonna
on my watch.
not on my watch, what I'm gonna want to do is use the W ability, which is Inspire, as we get close. Here we go. And away we go. Q. Let's back off.
This should be good.
And you can see my cooldowns here. I'm waiting for them to cool down. Let's see if we can get past him. I'm going to use my Q.
I will hunt your soul across eternity, James Raynor.
Well done, lad, but this is not over yet. Use your Hearthstone to join me.
So just like a lot of other games, and League of Legends has this, and of course Dota has it as well, we've got a ability to return back to home. And of course, being the Blizzard universe, that's going to be a Hearthstone. Teleport to base, we can do that, and we can either hit B or just click on it here in the little bar.
Ain't this fancy?
This is the Hall of Storms. Heroes are summoned here when a battle begins. Our goal is to destroy the enemy's core while protecting our own from their attacks. Both cores summon minions which travel down this pathway and fight each other in countless waves of combat.
Gotcha. Take out Diablo's core and this fight's over. Sounds easy enough. Tell me, why are we doing this again?
You know, you really shouldn't think so hard about these things.
Let the battle begin.
I love the Blizz
First,
humor.
head out to the front line.
This should be good.
So here we go. So just like in other MOBAs, we've got our main objective, and in this case it's called a core. Some games call it the Nexus, call it what you will. You can see it there. This is right here what we're trying to
Whatever's
protect.
clever.
So we need to move to the front line. This here, we will learn about very soon.
Stooges want to play.
Not very wise, that one. Attacking a fort by yourself is practically suicide.
You can count on me.
See you, Stitches! Now what that is, if you couldn't tell, I clicked on that. That is like a regen. You can see it's got a cooldown there as well. And that has given us full health and mana. Down the bottom here, you can see Healing Fountain, Restore. These are our buffs. This is where they appear. The Healing Fountain is healing this hero. So it's like a heal over time. This one here is saying it's the cooldown and we cannot use it. Of course, that's because it's on cooldown. If we come over here, it's not going to show us anything yet. We'll get into that a bit later. Of course, we've got our cannons here.
Our minions will help you press towards the enemy core. Stay behind them and let them soak up damage. Enemy towers deal a lot of damage, but they'll always try to kill our minions first. Only assault a tower when our minions are nearby.
So just like other MOBAs, stay behind the minions, and once they've engaged a tower, then you can start attacking a tower as well. And it looks like we're down on minions. I'm going to retreat a little bit. Let's inspire them all, shall we? There we go, W. Use my Q ability.
Careful. Only attack towers when they are busy fighting others.
And it's great how it shows you that. So once again, if I pop down here, it's now going to attack me. That is bad. So I need to move out of the range. I'm going to wait for these minions to come up and I'm going to inspire them. I'm going to go get myself a health orb as well.
Time to man up.
Now that the tower is engaged, let's attack it with a Q.
Well done, lad. You have proven yourself worthy.
What can I say? I got a talent for making things explode.
Minions and stone are no challenge. Now I will feast upon your terror.
Oh yeah? Well, now just wait a minute. Feast upon my terror? Now that's twice, man. Now let me school you. You cannot eat fear or terror. They are what we call emotions.
Mm-hmm. He right. No taste terror.
You see? Stinky here gets it.
Enough.
Wait a minute. Didn't I just die?
Don't worry. Within the Nexus, death is merely a setback. After a short break, you'll be revived and ready to fight. I hope you don't mind if I join you this time. That should even the scales a bit.
Not at all. Let's giddy up, partner. Let's make it count.
And let's head back into the fight.
More parts of the UI are opening up, but yes, surprise, in this game we've got mounts, which of course is awesome. So you can see here, you can press Z or you can click on this button here. Summon mount's got a cooldown of 4 seconds, increases your movement speed by 40%, which of course is a value that all of you guys will remember if you've played World of Warcraft. Up the top here, we've got some UI elements now. We've got the score, we've got a timer, and of course we've got the core health up the top. Should be obvious. Here we go.
You can dismount by pressing the mount button again.
Woohoo! Okay, this is so much more fun than other MOBAs already.
Charge it.
Let's inspire, use my Q.
You can count on me.
We can disable their healing fountain as well. Q is up, let's use it. Use my inspire again, get out of there.
Stay behind our minions and let them soak up damage.
Get closer, use the Q. Boom!
King draws first blood.
Woohoo! First blood.
Faster than that.
And we've leveled up. That's right, there are levels, just like in other MOBAs. Let's wait for our minions.
Clever's clever.
This is the fort. And of course you've got to destroy the fort in order to get through to the core. Let's do some inspiring. And again, here we go, regen globe, yes, but we've got inspire, it is inspiring nearby allies, attack speed and attack damage is increased.
Count on me.
That's it. All that remains is the enemy's core.
And let's inspire again. And you can see up the top here, Stitches, that's his regen counter.
Escape quickly. We will return when we have minions to guard us.
Got something special for you.
Only attack the palace if minions are nearby. And we leveled up again. Diablo is slain. Let's inspire these minions. Let's go to town.
Full of daylight.
More inspiring.
All day. Fill 'em full of daylight.
Attack now!
Woohoo! And we're done.
Victory.
GG.
Hey, you got anything more to say, Fire Breath?
I will have my vengeance, James Raynor. This is not over.
Well, this ain't a fair fight.
You shall not stand alone.
Well, look what the Nexus dragged in. Fancy seeing you here, cowboy.
Nova? Now this place is starting to feel like home.
Don't get comfortable. You're in for a bumpy ride.
Only kind I ever liked. Now, come on, Red. Let's see what you got. I'm ready for round 2.
Well done, hero. You are worthy of the trials of the Nexus. Next, we will focus on leveling up, using healing fountains and mercenaries. Shall we begin?
So there we go, folks. Speaking of lorgasms, how was that? Who did you spot there right at the end? Go on, let me know in the comments below. Obviously, Nova from Starcraft was there, but I'm sure you saw a couple of other familiar faces. Folks, that is the end of Mission 1 in our little tutorial series here for Heroes of the Storm. We'll stop right there. Don't worry, we'll be back very soon in the next episode as we do the next mission, which of course is focusing, like they say here, on leveling up using healing fountains and on something called mercenaries. Hopefully you'll be back to join myself, Jim Raynor, Uther, and the rest of the Blizzard crew. Certainly hope you enjoyed this episode. If you've got any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. But boy, I cannot wait to bring you the rest in this series. This is Heroes of the Storm, the new MOBA from Blizzard Entertainment, one of my most favorite companies. Oh yeah, I am a Blizz fanboy through and through. Certainly hope you guys enjoyed the show. Can't wait to show you the next one. Certainly hope you have a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We'll see you then, and bye-bye.